Ever feel like you're living life on fast forward? Like you just want to hit rewind?
Who hasn't, right?
Well, today we're diving deep into a song that takes that feeling, that longing, and turns it into a sonic experience.
Kurt Holes, sdrawkcaB.
This one's for you, listeners. Buckle up, because we're about to unpack the backward brilliance of sdrawkcaB. And I have to say, the first time I heard it, I mean, just the title alone, sdrawkcaB.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle right from the start, isn't it? Backwards for backwards. You
That.
can't help but try to decipher it.
Exactly. What were you thinking when you first saw that title? What was your first impression?
Kurt Hole's messing with us, like he's challenging us to listen differently, see things from a new perspective.
And that's even before you get to the lyrics themselves, which of course are also written backwards.
It's like he's saying, if you really want to understand this song, you got to work for it. You got to reverse your whole way of thinking.
Which is kind of perfect when you consider what the song's actually about, experiencing life in reverse.
Oh, absolutely. It's like he's created this musical Mobius strip,
Yeah.
the form mirroring the content.
And when you actually take the time to read those lyrics backwards, to unscramble the message, it's like these hidden truths start to reveal themselves.
Like we sing backwards through time. I mean, talk about a gut punch.
Right. It's not just about remembering the past, it's about actively reliving it, but in reverse.
Yeah.
And I think that really gets at the heart of what nostalgia is, right? This kind of bittersweet yearning for a time that's gone.
Totally. It's like those memories that keep playing in your head, but they're always just out of reach. You can never truly go back.
And the way he uses that word sdrawkcaB throughout the song, repeating it almost like a mantra, it's hypnotic.
It is. It's like he's pulling us deeper and deeper into this world, this backwards world he's created.
Yeah, and it's often after these lines about rewinding time, rewinding love, it's like he's emphasizing the cyclical nature of memory, how we keep replaying these moments, these feelings over and over again.
Especially when he sings, moments these eternal feel, reverse world is entrapped. I mean, that's some powerful stuff.
It is. It's like he's describing that feeling of being completely immersed in a memory. So vivid, so real. It's like you're right back there.
Exactly. But you're also painfully aware that you're trapped. You can't hold on to it. It's gone.
It's like when you find an old photograph or a snapshot of a moment in time. You can see it, you can almost feel it, but you can't actually go back there.
Right, and that's where that whole idea of the reverse lyrics being like a microscope comes in, right? We're
Yeah.
forced to slow down to really examine each word, each phrase.
Because they're not just lyrics anymore. They're like these fragmented memories that we're trying to piece back together.
And just when you think you're starting to see the bigger picture, he hits you with those lines. Hold those just shadows, echoes, just shadows.
Man, talk about a punch to the gut.
It's brutal, right? Like, is he saying that all we have left of these past loves, these experiences, these moments are just faint traces?
Echoes and shadows, it's heartbreaking.
It is, and it makes you wonder, what does he mean by rewinding love? Is he talking about trying to recapture a lost love? Or is it more about understanding how those past loves have shaped who we are today?
That's what I keep coming back to. What would you do if you could actually rewind your life? I mean, would you change things, knowing what you know now?
Right. Or would you just want to relive those moments, the good and the bad? Because even the painful memories, they're part of who we are.
It's like he's posing this impossible question, and then he just leaves us hanging, doesn't he? There's no easy answer.
That's Kurt Holes for you. Always leaving us with more questions than answers.
But those haunting images, those shadows and echoes, they stick with you, don't they? They make you think.
They do. They make you think about what you choose to hold on to, what you let go of, and how those choices shape your present.
So listeners, next time you find yourself lost in a memory, whether it's a happy one or a sad one, remember those lines. Hold those just shadows.
Yeah.
Echoes just shadows.
What echoes are you holding on to?
And how are they shaping the way you move through the world today?